Okay, everybody, we have head coach Brad Brownell.
Yeah, just a great basketball game. Certainly thrilled with the outcome. Thought Georgia Tech played well. Both teams played incredibly well offensively. Guys on both teams making big shots. Thought our guys really executed down the stretch. And really, we won a game with our offense. Our offensive execution in the second half was outstanding. Just really happy for our team that the guys just kept playing. Georgia Tech's a hard team to play against. Those guys play incredibly hard, and they're hard to guard. They spread you out. They've got good players, and they play with confidence. So this was a heck of a win. Questions?
Hey, Coach Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. That second to last possession when Aamir found Bear under the basket for a dunk, cut it to one. Looked like he had an open shot at the top of the key. He was 3 for 4. Obviously, it was the right decision, but did you feel at the time like it was the right decision not to shoot the three there?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple options on that play for 3-point shots, and I told Aamir that, if you feel good with the three or a pass to Alex for a 3, that's fine. But there's still time if we can get a quick 2, if they guard the threes and you think we can get to the basket and score in a couple seconds, there's plenty of time to score, take the 2 and, foul and extend the game. So, you trust your best players to make plays. And that's, I've told you guys, that's what happens in these situations is kids make plays. Aamir made a great play the timeout before. We drew up something to get him the ball, and he drove it in the lane and scored. On that timeout, he made a decision that was the right play, and we got a layup, and then Nick made a big time shot to win the game. So, I've told you guys, players make plays. Plays don't make players. Your plays are always better when your good players make plays and make your plays. So that was what he did, and proved to be a great decision.
Hey, Brad, this is Will. Speaking of that, how often do you guys practice those kind of plays at the end of the game to kind of simulate it in practice and get yourself ready for those moments?
Yeah, I mean, we do it every week. We don't do it every day. But we've got a few things in our pocket that we've practiced. We obviously ran through that yesterday. And I think the assistants did it again right before pregame. We kind of do a couple specialty things that we've worked on through the year. And that's one we've practiced all year. But one of the sideline ones was something that I put in just last night. And we practiced it yesterday. So combination of all of the above.
Brad, Larry Williams here. I think you guys were down 9 with 2 minutes left in the first half. What did it sort of do for the spirit of the team to only be down 4 walking into the locker room?
Yeah, I thought that was a real key, was the last 4 minutes of the half. We cut it to 4, got a little bit of momentum. It was a little bit of an ugly first half. We didn't play very well. Offensively, they had some different matchups than maybe we anticipated. And so it took us a little while, even as coaches, to make an adjustment or two. I thought our guys got a little impatient. We had some turnovers. They're extremely aggressive and physical defensively. They are raking you on every drive. They body you up. They're into your body. They fight you off screens. They do a great job of competing. And they make it hard. And, I thought our guys did a better job the longer the game wore on of absorbing it, understanding what you had to do to play against it, and finally making some big plays. And but that was a huge point of the game, just to give us a little bit of momentum going into halftime and make our guys understand, hey, we're fine. Our offense is going to be fine in the second half. We're going to do better. We got to keep guarding them. And I thought defensively we were pretty good in the first half. We had a little trouble in transition. Again, the turnovers hurt you sometimes in that situation. And then, they were good in the second half too. Both teams played really good offensive basketball in the second half. It was an offensive game.
Hey, Brad, Aamir was saying that last specific play wasn't even drawn up. They just kind of went down the floor and went for it. How gratifying is that for you as a coach, that they're able to make a play at a point where maybe you don't have time?
Yeah, that was more of it's just a ball screen in the middle of the court. We've done it before. It's not like I just had to yell down to them, hey guys, like, this is what we're doing, and they know what to do. But it's gratifying that you got older players that can create, a little bit of a situation to give Nick some space. And, that's what you need. You need older guys to lead your team and make plays at the end of the game. And obviously we're fortunate probably that it banked in, but, Jonathan, Bear, and Aamir both, set some good screens there in the middle of the court to give him a little bit of space to get one off. And so they did execute some things we'd practiced, and it worked.
Coach, it's Trevor again. Jose Alvarado is really the straw that stirs the drink for them, but he was more or less a non-factor offensively for most of the game. What can you say about the job Dawes did on him defensively?
Yeah, he fought him hard. Jose's a great player. He plays every possession, man. He fights you on every possession. He fights you on defense. He's aggressive on offense. He plays with confidence and swagger. I mean, he and DeVoe together are a great pair. DeVoe's just kind of even keel and steady, and, never looks like his heart rate ever gets up, and he's just smooth. And Alvarado wears his emotion on his sleeve and is fighting you every possession of every game. And so they're really good. They're hard to play against. And, I thought, Al and Nick, Al mostly, did a fantastic job of fighting him and just trying to hang in there and battle him as much as you can. We've talked about Al. That's one of his great strengths, is he's got toughness too. He's a competitive dude. I love his competitive fight, and he tried to fight tonight against a really talented player.
Any more questions for Coach?
Coach, y'all haven't had a lot of these really tight games in the final minute this season. I think the last one was probably at Miami. But just how much of I guess of a bonus is it just to, be able to pull out one of these, especially getting ready to go down the final stretch of the season when you're going to have more of these going forward?
Yeah, I mean, we've had 3 of these in the league at least. NC State in overtime. Nick hit a big shot. We then had to execute down the stretch and won the game. And then obviously Aamir made the big shot against Miami. Yeah, our team, for whatever reason, this team has executed well down the stretch. We've had guys step up and make big shots, make plays, make free throws. I thought Jonathan Bear was great. He hadn't been played a lot. I went to him late. He scored, made a great high-low pass, scored off a high-low pass, made a couple free throws. This team has just done a good job of finding ways to make some plays at the end of games and win. And so, yeah, we've had 3 that I can think of that are, close games down the stretch, and guys have executed well and won. And, that's kind of what you need to have a great season. That's obviously the difference in, 2 or 3 games a year, changes your record completely.
Any more questions for Coach?
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.